Hi, welcome to about a 30-minute pranayama practice. We're going to go through 5 different breathing techniques or pranayama, and each one has a different effect on the body, and we'll take some time to pause. We'll spend a few minutes on each one, and then we'll pause just to reflect upon how it's feeling for us. We'll also have an opportunity at that time to pause the video if you'd like to, and to stay with that particular breathing technique a little longer so you can create the practice that works for you. No matter what type of breathing exercise we're doing, it's very important that you remain comfortable. There's no stress or no strain, we're not trying to overdo this. We want to avoid feeling lightheaded. So if at any point in time that is happening, let go of the practice for a little while and come back to it, or you can find a place to back off a little bit. You may be trying to breathe too deeply and just overdo it a little bit. It should be very comfortable throughout the whole practice. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll come back and meet again at the end. Notice if you need anything to help stay warm. Just a willingness to use whatever props you need, which might include a sofa or a chair. Once you've gotten comfortable in your seat, just notice if there's anything that is rather small right now that you think you can live with. The longer we stay, the bigger that will become, and a willingness to make any last minute adjustments here. So you're totally comfortable so that we're not distracted by the body. And it becomes the practice, you're really focusing on the breath, and the physical body doesn't take you away from that. Where you rest your hands on your lap is totally up to you at this time. So just finding a position that's comfortable. Spine is tall. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Facial muscles soft. Eyes softly closed, if that feels safe to you. And begin by simply becoming aware of your breath. Observe the body breathing without necessarily shaping it at this time. Softly place your right hand on the lower belly just below the belly button, left hand on top, so that the feminine is resting lightly over the masculine. Slowly begin to deepen the breath to about an 85% of capacity, and that will remain fairly true throughout the practice. And on each inhale, bring the breath deliberately into the belly, allowing it to expand, to open. And then very gently on your exhale, you contract the belly towards the spine. Nothing too forceful. Just inhaling, open the belly. And exhaling, gently contract. We'll just stay here for a couple of minutes on your own with gentle belly breathing. The breath is even length between the inhale and the exhale. completion of your next exhale, allow any shaping of the breath to fall away. Release your hands, just to have them relax back in your lap. And just noticing any sensations from the practice of belly breathing. So the next one we're going to play with is our 3-part breathing, and we're going to do it in 2 different directions. Begin with placing your right hand on the lower belly and the left hand at your anahata, your heart center, heart chakra. Okay, so left hand resting on the heart. And here we'll begin with this 3-part breath in the belly first, and then we'll move it into the rib cage and then feel the chest expand. And then you're going to exhale chest, ribs, and belly. All right, so in that order, release the breath out wherever you are. And then begin the inhale, belly, ribs, and chest. Pause at the top. Exhale chest, ribs, and belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Pausing at the top. And exhaling chest, ribs, and belly. So just on your own here for a couple of minutes. At the completion of your next exhale, release the hands, release the shaping of the breath, and simply observe. Noticing any sensations. How are you feeling? Same hand placement, right hand on the lower belly, left hand on the heart. And this time we'll simply reverse the order of the breath. So wherever you are, exhale out completely. And now inhale into the chest, feel the chest rise, rib cage expand, and complete that inhale, allowing the belly to expand. Pause, and then exhale, draw the belly in, rib cage relaxes, chest softens. Inhaling chest, ribs, belly, hold. Exhale, belly, ribs, chest. So on your own for a bit. At the completion of your next exhale, release the hands. Allow them to rest comfortably in your lap. Let go of any shaping of the breath. And just noticing the sensations. So now we're going to come into the Ujjayi Pranayama, also known as the ocean breath. They teach that it's energizing breath. I feel it's a very grounding and calming breath for me. And so you'll want to check in with yourself to see how this breath affects you. So we gently constrict the back of the throat. We do keep the lips closed, but it's a feeling that the throat muscle is slightly constricted so that we can really hear the breath move within us and allows us to slow it down and lengthen it. Again, we're going to try to keep the breath as even as possible. And so whenever you're ready, you'll go ahead very gently, it's done softly, so don't overdo this. Close the back of the throat, and you'll just sip the breath in through the nose, all the way to the top, about an 85% of capacity. You can hold there for a moment, and then you'll slowly let the breath out. And notice that the exhale might take twice as long as the inhale. Just allow that to happen. So you can have the exhale be even, or you might enjoy lengthening that exhale out to be twice as long as the inhale. And I'm going to let you choose what you do here to feel and trust that inner wisdom body. And so whenever you're ready to get started, nice long slow inhale, pause for a moment, and then your exhale is either equal length or longer, doubling the inhale. completion of your next exhale, let go of any shaping of the breath and just allow yourself to observe any sensations. Feel the echo of the practice. So now we're going to move into a breath or a breathing technique called the Min Pranayama, where the first round we're going to break the inhale up into 3 parts. So we're going to breathe in a third of the way, then another third, and then the last third. You can incorporate the Ujjayi pranayama with this if you'd like to. The exhale will be nice, long, smooth, just calming, releasing breath. Okay, so we're going to break the inhale up into 3 parts and then a nice smooth exhale. So I'm going to allow you to begin on your own when you're ready. And we always begin with emptying the breath out and then a 3-part inhale. At the completion of the next exhale, once again, just be aware of any sensations. Rest in the experience, your experience of the practice so far. We're going to do the same technique in reverse. So the inhale will be nice and smooth, and you'll break your exhale up into 3 parts. Okay, so the inhale is smooth, and the exhale is broken into thirds as you release the breath. On your own, when you're ready, letting the breath out completely, and a nice smooth inhale, and exhale into thirds. completion of your next exhale, release any shaping of the breath, and again, pause and feel. So the last technique that we'll do in this series is alternate nostril breathing. If at any point in time it's tiring to hold the arm up there, you can release it and just do this psychically. In other words, just imagine that you're alternately breathing through the nostrils, because we want to avoid any strain through the neck and the shoulders. So you are welcome to move there if you need to. But let's begin with we rest the left palm down on your thigh. We bring the right hand up to the face with the thumb and the ring finger on either side of the nose, above the large opening, above the nostrils. And just practice here. We're going to take the first and second finger, pointer finger, middle finger. They rest at the third eye. That's one option. Or you can take those fingers and tuck them under. Right, now I prefer to just rest them lightly on my third eye. I find it very comforting. So just check in, notice what feels right for you, and then notice how gentle you have to press the thumb or the ring finger to close off that nostril. Right? It doesn't take much, so we want to be as relaxed as we can with this. And then you can also take this opportunity to notice if you are congested in one nostril or the other and blow your nose before you begin the practice. That's always kind of nice to do as well. So from here, go ahead and let the breath out completely. Softly close the left nostril with your ring finger and inhale through the right. Pause at the top. Gently press the thumb to close the right nostril, open the left, and exhale out through the left nostril. Inhale through the left. Pause at the top, close the left, open the right, and exhale. Inhale right. Pause, switch sides, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause, switch sides, exhale right. Continue with this on your own, switching after the inhale. This is a very balancing breath, which is why I wanted this to be the final technique we do in this series. The next time you exhale out through the right nostril, release the hand if you haven't already. Let go of any shaping of the breath and just notice any sensations and feel that practice overall. Just notice its overall effect on you. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that practice. Really take note if there was one particular breathing exercises that resonated more with you, and that may be the one you want to practice on a regular basis for a while. Trust your experience with this. Trust how it made you feel. So regardless of what we think we're supposed to feel, be with the experience of what actually happened for you and trust that. And notice if there was one of those exercises that just didn't feel quite right, you may want to skip that in the future. And notice if one that really made you feel good, it provided something that you needed. And also remember that that can change day to day, week to week, depending on how we're feeling and what we need. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.